Shalom, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone that rule well. Salutations, peace, and blessings to the elect, pushing the truth of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Alright? This lesson is basically going to be titled, Don't Be a Headhunter. And what that implies is, in fighting, whatever art you do, you got guys that are just headhunters, right? They're looking for that one KO, one touch KO, one knockout, right? One punch KO. And a lot of times they forget about the different parts of the body, right? Whether if it's in boxing, you do body shots. If it's in Thai boxing, kickboxing, whatever, you can attack the legs, the thigh, different stuff like that. If you're not a certain thing, then don't proclaim to be that. You see, and especially if you're not on a level. I'll give you an example. If you enter a gym and you train for the first month without any prior experience in whatever, boxing, Muay Thai, and then for whatever reason, which you shouldn't start, but you start sparring that first month. You should start sparring really like 5-6 months in if you're a total beginner. You still have to learn the technique and movement and footwork and all that, right? Timing. But let's say you start sparring, and you just want to head kick the guy, or jab, and then you want to give that left hook. I'm a southpaw, so you want to jab and then give a left hook. The dude ducks under and then gives you an uppercut to the body. You fucking fall down gasping for air, man, right? So the point is, if you're not something, don't do it. If you're not a head kicker, don't head kick. And all this ties to the truth. If you're not deep on a certain level, don't profess you are, and don't make lessons that will proclaim you are. If you're not good with post-production, and you want to be, then learn it. But don't dibble and dabble and waste your time on doing something. I'm gonna give you another example of what I'm talking about, or an analogy. Applying to the headhunters, right? You skip all these little important small lessons, which I was guilty of, because you just want to make the baddest lesson, the greatest lesson. You want to do a big video or documentary or this and that. And listen, if you have the means and you have the spirits on you and you do it, yeah. But if you're seeking to do it and you're floating over all these little opportunities which you can do to help the brotherhood, do little lessons, 15-20 minute videos on important things that grow, milk, nourishment, then that's off, man. You see, you do these little lessons, and if you want to work to something, big, do a big whatever, and you have the means and you're on a level, then you do it. But you don't miss these little things. Now, this is 1 Thessalonians 4:11, and that you study to be quiet and to do your own business and to work with your own hands, as we commanded you. See, so you got to study to be quiet. This is, new brother coming to truth. You got to study to be quiet, because when you're quiet, that's when you learn, right? When you're quiet, that's when you can intake information. If you're always talking and professing, I know this and that, and a lot of times even you don't even have to ask a lot of questions, because all your questions in your head, they get answered through the Spirit. That happened to me when I was watching the videos with the elders when I first found them on the internet, right? And to do your own business, meaning you do what you do, man. You get built up in this truth, and you start working whatever talent you have. If you want to be like a certain brother, which you shouldn't, because it says not to envy your brother, man. Don't envy your brother. Look in yourself, practice. There's a term called introspection, meaning intro meaning into yourself, and inspection, speculate. Look into yourself, man, and see, what am I good at, what do I have to build on, right? Do those certain things. Don't look at a guy and say, I want to be like him. Again, if you're in the gym, you see a guy knocking out dudes, or he got hands, you don't got hands, and it's not to say if you don't practice you can't have those hands, But at the same time, everyone's on a different level, man. You know, and then you're overlooking that you got a mean left kick, man. But you wanna get them hands on, you know. But you can chop a dude's leg, man. You know, kick him in the ribs. But you're overlooking that because you want to be like the next guy. See, you can't overlook these kind of things in the truth, right? Because they apply, man. Rightfully so. So yeah, man, don't overlook these things. Don't I want to do the baddest production, and you know, I wanna be this and that, and just do your business, be quiet, do your business, and you know, get built up in the spirit, man. I'm gonna bring out another scripture in the Apocrypha. This is Ecclesiastes 3, or Sirach 3:17. I'm gonna start. It says, "My son, go on with thy business in meekness, so shalt thou be beloved of him that is approved." Right? So go on with that business in meekness, man. Do what you gotta do. Your first 6, 7, 8 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years in the truth. Go on doing that business with meekness, man. Right? Because I'm gonna tell you straight up, if you go up in the gym and you act all big and tall, man, whoever the coach is, or whoever the head is, or you know, the top student, they'll bring your ass down real quick, man. You know, you want to spar and then you want to beat up dudes, and it's a sparring session, man. It's not a fight. That's why you got pad gear, man. You got mouthpiece. You got the headgear. It's not a real fight, man. It's a test of timing and understanding yourself in the movement and getting comfortable being it. Right? So again, if you're coming to truth and you're this and that, and I know this, and that brother doesn't know as much as me, you'll get humbled real soon, man. Either through one of the brothers, the elders, apostles, or the Spirit will just humble you, man. Some shit will happen to you where you can't handle it, and you'll get embarrassed, man. We've seen that happen with guys. We've seen that happen with guys in the truth. You know, they profess they know something, then they get in a big debate with 10 people, then they start calling certain brothers, "Hey, brother, what's that scripture?" And all I hear is commotion in the back. You say, "What the hell's going on, brother?" You say, "Oh, man, I'm in a debate with these guys, man, but I don't know what the scripture means," or "He asked me this question," and look where you got yourself in. Again, you're in the gym, and you say, "Oh, I want to fight you," you know? Dude's been training for 3-4 years, and you say, "Okay, I'll help you out." You try to get, you know, rugged and me with him, and he just, you know, you say, "Fuck, man, I got humbled, man." Right? It's the same thing. You meet one of these guys in the world, or it's like it, in the truth, out there in the world, someone, and he's a scholar, man, and he's been studying for 30 years. Guess what? He's deeper than you, because you only been true for 6 months or a year. You know, which you should be on the level. But again, there's certain people out there, man, they're deep, man. They'll ask you certain questions, and you just dibble and dabble and say, "Oh, I haven't gone through that part yet," you know? So, that's why. So verse 18, it says, "The greater thou art, the more humble thyself, and thou shalt find favor before the Lord. Many are in high places and of renown, meaning famous, but mysteries are revealed unto the meek. For the power, for the power of the Lord is great, and he is honored of the lowly. Seek not out the things that are too hard for thee, neither search the things that are above thy strength." You see? And I remember one time I used to do video conferences with the guys in Florida, the dudes that fell off, Ra'amath and the other clown. This was years ago, but he used to bring a pistol to camp in the car and shit, and show it off on the webcam. But he was proud, man. That dude was proud, and he would basically try to get into 2nd Ezra 11, and this was when I was in the truth for like maybe 3-4 years, something like that, and we were in the truth for the same time. And he was asking the dude in Dallas, which fell out at Mashabala, which he was in the truth for already like 6-7 years. "Oh yeah, well, 2nd Ezra 11, and we want to know the understanding, and don't bring out that scripture. Seek not out the things that are too hard for thee," which I just read. He quoted that scripture. I just looked at him, just like, this dude seems off, man. Because, you know, why the hell would you want to get into all that, which elders a couple years after they got into it, and they did a breakdown on that, man. That was a lot of history, that was a lot of prophecy, a lot of information, man. So by you saying, oh, don't quote, yeah, brother, I want to know Revelation 20, and don't quote me that scripture, seek not out the things that are too hard for you. That's a proud dude, man. That's a dude that he has his nose up in the air and he thinks he's all macho and this and that, man. You see? That's a dude that trained for 6 months in the gym and thinks he can fight 5 rounds when he got the cardio of maybe 1 round. you know? It says, but what is commanded thee through the elders, apostles and elders on down, right? You're commanded to do certain things in the camp. You have an order. Remember, when someone breaks that order, what happens? That's out of order. That's not decency. You see? For whatever reason, man. Whatever quarrel you have, whatever problem, etc., man. When you break that order, what happens in the military? Nothing good. Alright? It says, but what is commanded thee? So again, you got a treasurer, you got a guy that's a scripture man, you got readers, you got post holders, you got cameramen, you got brothers that make garments, you got all kinds of different talents, man. You got brothers that do posters, right? Think thereupon with reverence. So whatever is commanded thee, think upon it with reverence. You see? For it is not needful for thee to see with thine eyes the things that are in secret, man. Which I didn't even want to know 2nd Ezra 11. Back then. I'm just like, man, that's deep waters, man. That's deep waters. Verse 23, be not curious in unnecessary matters. Unnecessary, man. Come on. You got to build yourself up. You got to teach. And you got to know all these things. Hey, man, there's a slim to none chance, that someone is going to come up to camp and say, hey, what does 2nd Ezra 11 and 5 mean? That's a slim to none chance. If they do come up, man, who the hell are you? Throw them back a scripture and ask them what the hell that means. And then we'll give you the answer if you can break it down. Right? Tell them what does Genesis 1 and 1 mean. Then we'll give you the answer. It says, be not curious in unnecessary matters. A lot of guys, they're curious in unnecessary matters. A lot of things are unnecessary for guys to know. Oh, what's going on with this order? What's going on with that brother? You got to think upon what you got in front of you. You're a fucking soldier. You jump over the captain, you go to the fucking whoever, the general, you say, what's going on with the strategy? Man, this guy will fucking court-martial your ass, man. Asking shit that's unnecessary for you. For more things are showed unto thee than men understand. See, so with your little breakdowns of even knowing Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, the names, knowing the new moon, Sabbath is the correct Sabbath, right? Knowing what the mark of the beast is, knowing the virgin birth breakdown, all these little things, those are things that men don't understand in the world, right? For many are deceived by their own vain opinion, and an evil suspicion has overthrown their judgment. You see? Vain opinions, man. I think it should be done like that. Verse 25, without eyes thou shalt want light. Profess not the knowledge therefore that thou hast not. You see, so don't profess the knowledge you don't have, man. If you don't have a certain breakdown, don't go into that breakdown. And wait to get that breakdown. Because when you get deeper in the truth, you gotta catch more help. There's a ratio, man. There's a payoff. You don't just float through and I know this and that and this is just a breeze. No, man. When you get deeper and deeper in this truth, that's why it says with more wisdom cometh sorrow, man. And then Ecclesiastes. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get that, Lord, as well. You catch more hell the more deeper you get in truth. See? Ecclesiastes 1:18. For in much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increases sorrow. The more deeper you get, the more hell you catch. Because the demons, they're gonna start testing you, man. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is gonna start testing you. Alright? It says, profess not the knowledge, therefore, that thou was not. Alright? And that was the point, you know? That was the point. Alright, so with that was a quick lesson. I hope you brothers learned something. I hope you brothers are edified. I want to say, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Tamyad. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations, peace and blessings to the elect pushing the truth of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Until next time I say Shalom.